tonight. A Groseley man is stabbed after a disagreement escalates. St. Lucians are cautioned to be vigilant as Tropical Storm Gonzalo is on course to pass over the island on Saturday. And St. James Club Morgan Bay former employees are up in arms about redundancies. The details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Loveless and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of July, 2020. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News on Flow, Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and our Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. On Wednesday morning, Anselm George, better known as Teacher, was rushed to the Owen King EU Hospital after he was stabbed during a confrontation with another Groseley resident. His condition reportedly deteriorated quickly as vital organs were left exposed due to the injury. Jacques Wooding filed this report from the scene of the altercation.
Anselm George of Groseley, better known as Teacher, has been left in critical condition following an altercation with another male individual, which led to him being stabbed with a sharp object. Reports from residents indicate that the damage was so severe that vital organs were left hanging out of his body.
On Wednesday, 22nd July at approximately 7:20 a.m., the Groseley Fire Station received a call informing of a stabbing incident at Groseley Town. The responding emergency personnel found a male individual appearing in his 40s, lying in a fetal position on the ground in the company of police officers. A rapid assessment of the patient revealed that he sustained several wounds on his body, including a severe wound on his abdomen. He was immediately transferred to the ambulance where his wounds were treated. The patient was transported in a serious but stable condition to the OKEU hospital and was left in the care of medical personnel.
Reporting from Dorfair Street, Groseley, I am Jacques Wooding for Hot 7 TV. Now back to you, Lovely.
Tropical Depression 7 strengthened into Tropical Storm Gonzalo on Wednesday. That's according to the National Hurricane Center. The storm was around 1,250 miles east of the southern Windward Islands Wednesday morning, packing winds of 45 miles per hour and moving to the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. The St. Lucia Met Services is cautioning members of the public to be vigilant as the system is expected to pass south or over St. Lucia by Saturday. Genevieve Gonzague has more.
St. Lucians are being advised to prepare for Tropical Storm Gonzalo, which will possibly become a hurricane by Thursday, 23rd July. Director of the St. Lucia Meteorological Services, Andre Joyer, on Wednesday announced that Tropical Storm Gonzalo was steadily making its way towards the west of the Caribbean region and is forecasted to pass St. Lucia by Saturday, July 25, 2020.
11 a.m. today, the position of Tropical Storm Gonzalo was at 9.9 degrees north, 43.6 degrees west. That's about 1,200 miles east of St. Lucia. On the present track, Gonzalo is expected to pass south of St. Lucia. It's moving right now towards the west near 14 miles per hour or 22 kilometers per hour. And the winds are about 50 miles per hour or 85 kilometers per hour. We were expecting about 2 to 3 inches of rainfall from the system, which is about 50 to 75 millimeters. In the event that the system passes directly over us, we were expecting 4 to 6 inches, which is 100 to 150 millimeters.
The Met Services are monitoring the strengthening of the weather system, and Joyer advises the public to prepare in the very same way as they would for a hurricane.
On the present track and speed, and forward speed, the system is expected to pass close to, if not over, St. Lucia on Saturday during the daylight hours. So we're asking St. Lucians to take the precautionary measures, make sure your drains have been cleared, your house is secure, you have all the necessary documents in watertight containers, ensure that you have storage for water that you might need 2 to 3 days, and also you need some hurricane supplies in the event that there is an impact.
Residents of St. Lucia and the southern Windward Islands are being cautioned to monitor the progress of this system and to take the necessary precautions for a possible impact. Meteorologists predict 60 named tropical storms will form, 8 of which will become hurricanes. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
The St. James Club Morgan Bay Resort is the most recent hotel on island to issue mass redundancy letters to staff, citing the impact of COVID-19 on the global economy and St. Lucia's tourism industry. Irate staff gathered at the Constitution Park to seek counsel with the National Workers Union on the terms of the redundancy payments currently being offered to them. Jacques Wooding has more.
According to the letters issued to staff of the St. James Club Morgan Bay Resort, who would have recently completed a period of layoff, they have now been made redundant. The hotel cited financial difficulties due to the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic on the tourism industry and overall economy. The hotel indicated that it is simply unable to pay its full staff. However, the now redundant workers are calling for better terms of redundancy pay. They spoke to our cameras during a demonstration at Constitution Park, during which counsel was sought with bargaining agency, the National Workers Union.
We were supposed to have a meeting to meet with the union to know what is happening about our job, because we have been home since March. We were presented with letters of laid off, right? So, based on what the union told us today is that they said Mr. Brebery sent a letter and they read it and said that from the last day of this month, we are out of a job.
No way, Jose. I want it. I come, give me all my money. You fire me, give me all my money, because if you have to send me home, it's the same all my money you'll give me. So why give it to me by pieces? Give me all my money.
Why should you take it by pieces? You never could tell if you are going to survive tomorrow. So give you what belongs to you today, because you don't know what tomorrow holds. Why wait for tomorrow? You fire me today, pay me today, because when they fire you, they don't tell you continue working. They ask you to leave now. So fire me and pay me as far as I can see, because I don't see the reason why we have to prolong and wait for our monies.
The workers further expressed dissatisfaction with the manner in which the Human Resource Department chose to interface with staff.
When I look at it, better could have been done. And even today at the meeting, we were expecting to have something better and something more positive, because we took time out to come here to hear something more positive than what we are hearing. If you get laid off, if you get fired and you get paid, you know that you can move on. You know that you can move on. You start setting a goal. Where do you move from there? But it's like, if you have to be waiting on your monies, if you had to travel, if you had to do something, you are stuck here because you want to wait for what is coming to you. And you may never get it, because life is short. You don't know what your future holds. So it's like, when I look at it, it's just give us what is supposed to be ours.
Nothing at all is today.
Only today.
No communication, only today. And that's bad for a big company like that. So where the love? Where is the love?
The National Workers Union is yet to issue a statement on the matter, refusing comment when approached on Wednesday, July 22nd. Jacques Wooding, Hot 7 News.
Prime Minister Alan Chastanet has revealed that the re-implementation of a nationwide curfew is not only a possibility, but that it is very much on the table in the effort to curb what is seemingly a sharp spike in violent crime. Since the curfew was discontinued on the 10th of July, the island has recorded 5 homicides and a number of violent gun and knife crimes. The PM said the state of the nation is being reviewed and a decision will be made accordingly. Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
In the space of 2 weeks, crime on island has seemingly woken from its slumber and is on a path to wreak havoc. What is the cause of this? Well, to many, the discontinuation of the nationwide curfew is a major reason. The curfew was discontinued on the 10th of July, and in the 12 days since, there have been a total of 5 homicides, a number of shootings, stabbings, and chopping incidents. The concerns were presented to Prime Minister Alan Chastanet on Tuesday morning, and he was asked whether he would consider re-implementing the curfew, which, whilst in effect, led to a drastic lull in crime in general. The PM said the idea has always been on the table.
I mean, we learned a lot during the process of COVID. We learned how the curfew can be used, and whereas people may also not be interested in hearing about the zones, also worked a lot in helping the police officers significantly on the area of crime. We now know that that can work. And if it's something that we have to do, that this government will be prepared to look at re-implementing a curfew if necessary.
The Prime Minister indicated that the rise in crime is a major concern to him and has vowed to tackle the problem head-on. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, Wasco staff express grievances and demand resolution to long-standing matters. A Buanawanch resident is physically assaulted, and all eyes are on the Bahamas as it closes its borders to the U.S. following a spike in COVID-19 cases. That and more after the break.